Alright, I'm Deli, and welcome back to Mystical Ninja, starring Goemon for the Nintendo 64. Here we have a beautiful view of the base of Mount Fuji, but I'm going back to Edo. Edo, by the way, let me push my glasses up with one finger. Edo, by the way, in case you didn't know, Edo is modern day Tokyo. I want to say Edo changed names to Tokyo in like the 1860s, maybe 1867 or 1868. That number is fresh in my mind because I looked this up on Wikipedia not too long ago, but long enough ago that I don't know for sure. I keep wanting to hit the D-pad for C buttons because I'm actually playing on a PlayStation controller, so that doesn't exactly map to a Nintendo 64 controller perfectly, right? Because the Nintendo 64 controller has 6 face buttons. It has A, B, and then C buttons for the 4 directions. So 4 C buttons. So I have the right stick mapped to all 4 C buttons, and then circle and triangle also mapped to C down and C left. So it's a little bit awkward. But what's not mapped to C is the D-pad. The D-pad is the D-pad. Look at this. Look at this guy. He has kitty lips. He has a cat smile. Chuppy. Is this Chuppy over here? Do all the dogs talk in this game? This is Chuppy. I just love how goofy this game is. Oh, you know what? I didn't show this off last time. This is a feature, I don't know when they added this, by the way, to the Goemon series, but this is in this game as well as the next game. If you're ever stuck in this game, you can always get a hint from the fortune teller. And he yells out plasma for some reason. Tenryo, that's pretty fair. Use the chain pipe to cross the damaged bridge and enter into Oedo Castle. Plasma. There's a lot going on in the fortune teller. I feel like I'm not equipped with enough esoteric, historic Japanese knowledge to explain any of it. I have seen these like... Oh, I triggered another talk with him. But this big straw doll he's standing on, I've seen that a lot. I think it's like some kind of effigy. Who am I kidding? I have no idea what it is. You know what? I want to talk to a few more of these guys. That's a nice dream. 100 friends, huh? And there's your hint for the fortune teller. That one was free. Thundergate. The dialogue in this game is so good. It's ridiculous. It's also awkward at times, which is also good. Is this a robber? This is not a robber. What is this called? Goemon, the Goemon series, a big fan of this too. Would this be called an anachronism. Is that even a word? But you know, clearly they're misplacing technology, right? Video camera in I don't know, like 1600s Japan. Oh, here's our robber. So when I originally played this game, this was probably the first enemy I ran into. Where is he? So there is a common thief just roaming the streets. Oh, and he got me. But I got my money back. Don't worry about it. So he'll run up to you and try to grab your money. Honestly, it kind of scared me as a kid. It definitely took me off guard. Also, the kids just look absolutely ridiculous in this game. They're like little lemmings or something. Oh, something I haven't mentioned yet. Anyone watching may or may not notice the kind of CRT filter effect, like kind of the grainy looking screen. So I could not figure out how to change the resolution in this emulator. I don't know if it's even possible. I know it is, it's meant to be an accurate emulator, and it's not really meant to be a customizable one. Uh-oh. Hold on. This is important. Okay. So yeah, without the filter, the game looks a little bit rough. But I think it looks a little bit nice with the CRT filter on. I'm sure it looks way less nice in a video recording after the quality's taken a bit of a loss. And it's also gonna look a lot less nice depending on the size of your screen. So I don't know if I'll stick with it. I'll see how the uploads look on YouTube, and maybe I'll change back to no filter. In fact, real quick, I can show you what I'm talking about, so I'll go ahead and take the filter off. Right, so here's how the game just looks. And it's okay, it's not bad. I don't mind playing lower resolution games, but it is very blurry and you know, very jaggy looking around all the edges. So yeah, but honestly, this might be better for YouTube. For the time being, I'll try this filter, or shader, I guess. I've kind of become recently a bit of a fan of CRT filters for older games like this. It kind of has a visual kind of, it's like an illusion. And it makes a lot of sprites look a little bit different. Right, so there's just another clue of how to actually progress the game. This is a little police station right here, or like a police box. And I'm guessing all these guys with the sticks, that's what the police look like. Front of castle, police box. So let's go ahead and, nope, not again. Wait. Who are you? Robo-officer. That's another thing you'll see in this game. Pop culture references. Of course, these will be pop culture references from the mid-90s. The Nihonbashi Bridge. I know I've heard that before. It's gotta be the name of like some famous bridge. Presumably right outside of Edo Castle. Alright, so apparently these star blocks exist as an emergency entrance. The police officer explained it himself. So what we can do is just line up. This was the hardest part as a kid. It's still kind of hard now. Just line up perfectly. And that's how the chain pipe works. Is there another... Do I just have to make this jump? Alright, let's see if I can redeem myself. Now, if we want to be really fancy, we can just jump and then use the pipe. And I think at some point I'm gonna have to do that. So might as well get a few reps in now. I want to say in the sequel, they kind of revamped the controls a little bit so you don't have to just scroll through them. I think they made it so that there's basically a separate button for all of your different weapons on all the different characters. But until then, just gotta step through them one at a time. You know what? I'll just use the chain pipe. The normal pipe has a kind of a little 3-hit combo, like this. But I don't know if I'll ever use that really. I think usually it's a bit easier to just do kind of like a jumping attack so that you can move around while you're doing it. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but this game and its sequel, Goemon's Great Adventure, have what are probably my favorite video game soundtracks, just of all time. Particularly the sequel, but a lot of that same music is in this game as well. This song right here is amazing. Right, so we're gonna smash some pots to get some money from them. Also like Zelda. I really gotta look up Zelda and see which one came out first. We need to come to a solid conclusion. I would be shocked if Mystical Ninja came out first. And here is a door inside of the dungeon that's locked with a silver padlock. I don't even need to say it at this point. Don't mind me, just waiting for my cameraman over here. And here's our first silver key. What's funny is, as a kid, I never made the connection that there are so many parallels to The Legend of Zelda. Though I don't know actually which game I played first, this or Zelda. The first time I played Ocarina of Time, it was on display in a store, so I played it in there. I had no idea what was going on, but I just remember as a kid, I didn't like the fact that you couldn't jump on demand. Right, in that game you can jump by running off a ledge, but there wasn't a button that you could hit to make you jump. And I didn't like that. So I was not immediately turned on to Zelda, but I ended up getting that game later anyway, and I really loved that game. I would honestly consider doing a Let's Play of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask as well. Though I feel like there's a much bigger like community for Legend of Zelda, and I don't know if people want to watch someone just playing it casually. I feel like the expectation is more along the lines of like speedruns, but I don't know, who cares? The internet's a big place, right? It's there are plenty of hard drives in plenty of huge warehouses, and I can put whatever videos I want in there. Alright, so I just picked up Mr. Elephant, and he gives us a map of the dungeon. And there it is. There's our map. I'll probably never look at it again. Well, I will if I get stuck. But I can definitely say that this dungeon is pretty straightforward. You go in every room and pick everything up, and you'll probably figure the rest out. There really is nothing else to figure out, honestly. Let's see, we can take care of this right now. If I were to fall in the water, I'm not sure if I could get back on the back of these, What are these, actually? I thought they were turtles. But now that I look at them, I don't see any other turtle parts to them. They're kind of golden in color, and there's some kind of pattern on the back of it here. It's like a... almost like an arrow. I don't know what these things are. Pretty sure I can get on this one if I go in the water. Alright, moving on. So there's a locked door over there. Do I have a key? I do. But, wasn't there another room back here? Maybe not. Alright, I'll use just my normal pipe for this. So here we have flying tatami mats. And I don't fully understand how this works, but I guess if you hit the right one, you get the key, and you can move on. Now, I know I said I was going to stop making the comparison to Zelda, but not too long ago I played the Switch remake of Link's Awakening, and there was a room where floor tiles come out of the ground and fly at you. Just putting that out there. For some reason I thought I could just hit that little Pokeball back. I don't actually know what those projectiles are supposed to be, but I just think of them as upside down Pokeballs. Oh, and now we encounter a new breed of robot. They jump over your head. Or on your head. And you beat jumping with jumping. Or you let them jump and then you hit them afterward. I'm approaching death though. This is a little bit concerning. I was definitely doing better when I was trying this game out earlier. And there's the gold key. Honestly, I've already forgotten, but I'm pretty sure the gold key is the key that opens the boss room. It's the boss room key. Get some money. So enemies have a chance of dropping money as well as dumplings, which is exactly what I wanted. Alright. And there's our golden door. You know what? I don't think that actually is the boss room quite yet. Well, the game is giving me a golden dumpling and a couple of pots full of money. But I want to say there's more dungeon. Let's see what's behind the golden door. It's more dungeon. Alright, so here's a funny little sight. Here we see a line of sentient dongos. There's the pink, white, green I was talking about earlier. And they actually have rags, and they're pushing these rags across the floor to clean the floor. I never would have known what any of this meant as a kid, right? Because, you know, in America, you don't really see people cleaning floors this way. You know, we have mops. But this is a common thing in Japan. You know, to clean the floor, you'll get your rag, you'll wet it, you'll wring the extra water out, slap it on the floor, put both of your hands down just like that, and like, kind of just race car along the floor. And this is something that you still see like in schools to this day. And the reason you see it in schools is because kids are actually responsible for cleaning the school. So every day there's time dedicated to cleaning. You know, like you've got your nap time, you have reading time, and you've got cleaning time. So I did a bit myself, just for fun. Just for fun. And because someone asked me to. Really because someone asked me to. Alright, I'm just gonna go right up here, don't mind me. And I got on the wrong one. How about this one? Maybe I just need to jump over. Camera. Yeah, whatever. Okay, that's another silver key. And where's... Okay, the silver door's over there. Where did I come from? That door, maybe? What's in this door? New enemy. More Pokeballs. They take 2 hits now. And we got another silver fortune doll. This one is my 4th, so I get an extra heart. Let's see, so I have 6 hearts now. I guess you start with 5. It looks like there's 10 per row in 2 rows, so I guess the max is 20. And a bit of simple platforming. I honestly don't remember if there's any hard platforming in this game. I want to say there is somewhere. Hard, or maybe frustrating would be the better word. There we go. And for these, I think you actually do have to jump for these. The game decided to be nice though and give you a little pool of water that you can fall into. And don't mind me, just waiting for my cameraman to figure things out. There we go. And here we see the Great Hand of God, or Buddha. I don't know why it's there. Here's our silver key. I don't think you even have to fight the enemies in here. I will anyway, just for fun. Just in case it gives me something. So I think either in this video or the last video, I don't remember when I said it, but I mentioned reviewers kind of comparing this to Super Mario 64. But I can see how someone would have gripes with the camera in this game. I mean, it is a little bit ridiculous. If we just had a button that forced it to do this, but a little bit faster, this game would be a lot better. But it's okay, because we have the power of rose-tinted glasses. So Goemon makes a sound when he jumps, right? And as a kid, I always thought he was saying peg and you. You know, peg you. Well, he's only saying you now. There we go. And I wasn't even paying attention to what that one did. But you know, now that I've said that, I realize peg has a different meaning. But as a kid, between me and my brother, peg meant like to punch someone. You know, like peg him in the arm. So what he would do was, he'd jump around, and whenever Goemon said peg and then you in succession, he'd slug me right in the arm. And we get more cleaning dango. And ninjas! And they're throwing shuriken! And that's all that room is. It's like a shock room. Alright, I think I've had enough of these. Stop it. Stop. Okay. What are we working with here? Camera? What's over here? It's a pot. With good, good stuff in there, I presume. Just money. Can I jump yet? I don't know. The answer was no, but that's okay, this is faster. That does respawn the money though. Not that money is really that important in this game. And another floating elevator panel. Going up. And here's our villain, or one of them. It's a European man. I laughed too when I was a kid. Alright, I think I'll call it here for this episode. See you next time.